Best, Deputy Public Defender. How you doing? I'll see the judge in a little while, so we have to do this fast. How come you're in jail?
I got arrested.
Makes sense. All right, it says here you were acting as a lookout outside a building where marijuana was being sold.
I was just standing there looking around. I don't even know how to be a lookout.
Right. Okay, here are your choices. We can plea bargain and get you 6 months probation. Or we can go to trial. If we lose, you go to prison minimum of 2 years.
Wow. Who are you again?
Steve Best, Deputy Public Defender. I'm here to help you.
Gee, I really appreciate that, but maybe I should get a lawyer.
Steve.
You.
I ran a background check on your marijuana defendant. There's something really weird about this guy.
Yeah? O'Neill Terry, no criminal record. Lives with his sister. Works at Hamburger Hideaway. Employee of the month 6 times.
Yeah, what's a guy like that doing around dope dealers?
Quarter pounders by day, quarter ounces by night. Steve Best, Deputy Public Defender. Oh, hi. We still on for dinner? Great, yeah. Sure I remember. How could I forget? Okay, see you at 6.
And that was?
Wrong number.
Come on, Steve. I'm not going to blab it around.
Hey, I'm a public defender, but my private life is my private business, okay?
Okay.
It was Michelle.
Michelle? You have a date with your ex-wife?
No big deal. I bumped into her. Thought it'd be nice to have dinner, catch up on what she's been doing, have a few laughs, and maybe marry her again.
In the words of Bob Dylan, even the President of the United States must stand naked. Hi, Steve. I'm just preparing my defense for the Flasher case.
What defense? He was caught in the act, open and shut, so to speak.
Steve, I've been here for 3 years, and all I get are misdemeanors. They're jaywalkers, shoplifters, hookers, and I want felonies. Serial killers, Satanists, cannibals.
Crimes you can sink your teeth into.
Exactly. And with Emmett Williams leaving, the department needs a felony lawyer. You know, getting this pervert off could get me the promotion.
Not to mention the undying gratitude of the pervert.
This is important, Steve. It's important. It's the only way I'm going to get into the private sector. Now, I don't want to be stuck here for the next 20 years while the world just passes me by. If anybody knows how that feels, you do.
Glad I can inspire you.
Well, wait. Listen to my defense, okay? It was hot. He forgot to put on his pants. Just happened to open his coat as the nun was passing by.
And as he was exposing himself, he just happened to say, wooga, wooga, wooga.
Common exclamation of surprise at realizing one forgot one's pants.
What about the other 6 victims? 3 woogers each. We're talking 21 woogers.
He was writing a song. Well, do you have a better idea?
Yeah, plead him guilty and get him some psychiatric help. So maybe he'll hang up his raincoat and buy a pair of pants.
Well, sure. It'll solve his problem. What about mine?
I can't.
Steve. And Phil, my main man, what's up? What it is?
It is 9:06 a.m.
Steve, I'm not disturbing, am I?
No more than usual.
Easy, Steve. Just because you're a civil servant and I can't fire you doesn't mean that I couldn't make life miserable for you.
You're starting to make my arm miserable.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know after a long and exhaustive search, I have finally found the perfect replacement for Emmett Williams.
Oh, we sure could use somebody. Emmett had a lot of cases going.
Yes, he did. And I don't feel that Emmett showed us much consideration, leaving us in the lurch the way he did.
Well, I'm sure he'll apologize as soon as he gets out of intensive care. Clients need to check in at the reception desk. That's next door. So when do we meet the new guy?
You just did. Steve Best, Sally Archer.
Hi. I am just so amped to be here.
Well, we're so amped to have you here. Whatever that is.
This little lady is one heck of a lawyer. Stanford Law, first in her class.
Emmett was a veteran grade 4 deputy. You're giving us a kid with nothing but education and hair.
You're saying I'm too young?
No, I'm saying you're not old enough to be too young.
Hey, excuse us, please. Okay. So she's a tad green. But Steve-O, she's got brains, talent, and looks. Last one we had like that was me. Have a nice day.
Petey, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why did you give her Emmett's job instead of me?
Well, I think she's a better lawyer than you are.
Oh. Well, as long as it's nothing personal.
I'm doing courtroom 2. You want to tag along?
Tag along. Can I bring my Barbie? Look, I'm really sorry that I'm only 24 and I was born too late to be part of your esteemed generation. The generation that ruined the economy, the ecology, and the future of my planet.
I was in my room. Sorry I'm late, Your Honor.
Mr. Best, I am scheduled to go to Maui tonight to play tennis with a pro named Kahala Mike. A pro with a forehand that is a gift from the gods and a torso that could have gotten Hawaii admitted into the Union 100 years earlier. Therefore, I would like to keep the wheels of justice rolling, and I should think you would want the same, so you can be on time for your sweet, if somewhat pathetic attempt at reviving your relationship with your ex-wife.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was conferring with a new deputy.
Sally Archer, Your Honor. Hi.
Can we proceed?
I just met the client. Can I have some time to look over the case?
Certainly, no hurry. Take as many seconds as you like.
Okay, Mr. Boston, you're charged with burglary and transporting stolen property.
I didn't do it.
What, the police found the stolen goods in your car you were driving?
I know how bad it looks, but I really didn't do it, I swear. Why won't anyone believe me?
I believe you. Steve, could I have this case? I really want to defend this man.
And I really want her to defend me.
I hope you two will be very happy together.
Come on, O'Neill. The judge released you on your own recognizance. Gee, I didn't even know I had one.
Hearing set for 3 o'clock. Do you have a suit?
Sure.
Go home and put it on.
Okay, Chick, just tell me in your own words what happened.
I told you, I didn't do it.
Yes, and I believe you, but now we have to get a jury to believe you.
No problem, I have an alibi.
Great. What kind of alibi?
An alibi that'll prove I was nowhere near that house when it was robbed.
Terrific. Where were you?
4 whole blocks away.
Excellent.
Trying to rob a totally different house.
Fantastic.
Jane, thanks for coming.
You called? I'm here.
It's about O'Neill. He's no drug dealer. He's a poor soul who was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And?
I think you should drop the charges.
I understand your empathy for your clients, Steve. They're deprived, disadvantaged, poverty-stricken. But what can I do? It's my job to try and nail the suckers. So, are you thinking of getting back together with Michelle?
It's just a dinner.
That's what we said 8 years ago.
Yeah, what? But that was an accident.
I don't remember you filing an insurance claim.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't a nice accident. It was a very nice accident. It was a magnificent accident. But it was very unprofessional behavior on my part.
Really? I thought you were pretty good for an amateur.
Oh, sorry, am I interrupting?
You're 8 years too late.
talk about the case against Chick Boston.
My offer is a reduced sentence if your client pleads no contest.
That's the same as a guilty plea.
True, but when he runs for Congress, he can say he never admitted to it.
We're pleading not guilty.
You want a trial? I'll beat the diapers off you.
Well, then I'll just have to borrow some of your Depends, won't I?
You're a scrapper. Huh? Full of fight, aren't you? It's going to be delightful breaking your spirit.
Hope you got a good defense.
I've got the perfect defense. See, Chick and his friend usually drive to a wealthy neighborhood, then they split up and rob different houses.
Oh, they carpool.
But this time, Chick didn't steal anything. It was the friend who took the stuff the police found in Chick's car.
Will his friend testify to this?
No, but he doesn't have to. At the exact time the alarm in the first house went off, the owner of the house Chick broke into came home and frightened him away. If that person identifies Chick, Chick goes free.
I'm sure the jury will love to acquit a burglar so he can carpool to their neighborhood next week. Look, why not just take a plea? I mean, the man did commit a crime.
Because he didn't commit this one. I always thought justice meant people got punished for what they do and not for what they didn't do. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. It's just annoying.
256349, Terry O'Neill. I know this is only a preliminary hearing, but we still need the defendant.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. He said he'd be here.
Oh, my lord, an Irish pimp. Miss Stonehurst, you want me to follow that? Give it a shot. I call Officer Morley.
Terry, what are you wearing?
A suit. You said wear a suit. I wore a suit.
Yeah, but why this suit?
Oh, it's my grandpa's. He wears it every St. Patrick's Day. Thought it'd bring me good luck.
What the hell is wrong with a rabbit's foot?
Officer Morley, as the arresting officer, would you tell the court what you saw?
Well, during my surveillance of an apartment building where a suspected drug sale was taking place, I observed a man loitering outside for over 60 minutes. Well, my experience suggested that he could be the lookout. Then when the bus went down, he ran with the other suspects, so I arrested him.
And do you see that man in court?
He's kind of hard to miss.
Thank you, officer.
I have only one witness, my client.
Oh, Steve, you must get the name of his tailor.
Terry the Hat. Mr. O'Neill, why did you run when you saw the police?
I wanted to help them catch the guys they were chasing.
And why were you standing in front of that building for over an hour?
I was watching a woman in a red hat. She was walking her pet to her car.
And that took you over an hour?
It was a pet turtle.
Can you tell us the name of the woman on the red hat?
No. But the turtle's name was Millie.
Your Honor, motion to dismiss.
On what grounds?
Terry, forgive me for what I'm about to say. Your Honor, if you were a drug dealer, would you hire a man as stupid as my client to be your lookout?
Case dismissed.
Mrs. Reynolds is on line 2.
Oh, that's my witness. I'll put it on speaker. Mrs. Reynolds, this is Sally Archer and Steve Best, public defenders.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Mrs. Reynolds, you reported confronting a prowler on June 29th at about 7:40 p.m. Could you tell us what happened?
Well, I'd been out shopping, and when I arrived home, there he was, right in my own front hall.
So you were face to face with him.
Oh, yes. Oh, I was so terrified. I almost had a heart attack.
That's wonderful. Go on.
Well, I screamed as loud as I could, try me.
Mrs. Reynolds, would you be willing to tell your story in open court?
Certainly.
Great. Meet me outside courtroom 2 at 4:30.
Oh, yes, I'll be there. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, now, aren't you glad I didn't tell Chick to cop a plea?
Sally, you asked me earlier what justice is. Justice is whatever is fair. The offer you got is fair to everybody. Fair to the client, the victim, and the community. You don't take it, you could end up with something that's fair to nobody.
Are you saying I could lose? How could you even think that?
Call it 20 years of experience. Call it instinct.
I know what to call it. Head 'em up, move 'em out, keep those clients rolling. That may be your motto, but it's not mine. Of course, I haven't had 20 years of experience. I'm still green. Well, if I am, I hope I stay green.
I'm beginning to hate that color.
And when you looked over the contents of the suspect's car, what did you find?
We found a TV and a VCR that matched the description of one of them.
Which one's your witness?
None of them. Her cab had a flat. But lobby security just called and she's on her way out.
Good. Hey, good luck.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Detective Ladd. You're a witness? Or should I say, tag, you're it.
Detective Ladd, tell me this. Is it possible to rob a house from 4 blocks away?
No?
Thank you. No more questions.
Effley Bailey, eat your heart out. The prosecution rests. And you can take a nappy too if you want.
Watch it, lady. I got a hot flash for you. But then you're probably used to those. Your Honor, I would like to call my first and only witness, Leslie Reynolds.
Objection. The defense has not notified the prosecution of this witness.
Your Honor, please indulge this breach of procedure. This witness saw my client in her own front hall with her own 2 eyes at the exact moment the other house was being robbed. Her identification will prove once and for all that Chick Boston is an innocent man.
We'll hear the witness.
Ladies and gentlemen, the defense calls Leslie Reynolds. They gave him 2 years for a crime he didn't commit. It would only have been 1 year if I had listened to you.
Hey, it was a tough call. Deep down inside, I still don't know who was right. Up here, maybe me. In here, maybe you. We do the best we can, and at the end of the day, everybody goes home.
Yeah, everybody except the people I represent. Aren't you supposed to meet your ex?
Oh. I really gotta go.
Sure.
Okay, I'll see you.
Goodbye.
Are you okay?
What a stupid question! My dream was to be a public defender, upholder of the Constitution, champion of the underdog. My underdog just got a year of his life taken away because of the incompetence of his champion. I really thought I had the makings of a good lawyer. Not even close. I'm quitting, Steve.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. It's more for me than you. What you said about keep them clients rolled, I hope that's not me. I don't want it to be me. and butting heads with a naive, idealistic pain in the ass from time to time makes me feel a lot safer.
Stop trying to cheer me up.
I'm not going to try and change your mind, because if you stay, you'll find yourself defending people who are guilty of doing terrible things. You'll make very little money. You'll have virtually no time to yourself. And if you happen to get out to a party or something, you'll be happily socializing until somebody asks you how you can sleep nights when you put worthless scum back on the street. And when you tell them that worthless scum has the same rights as they do, you'll find yourself socializing with the cat.
If it's so bad, why do you stay?
Terry O'Neill, an innocent person who got caught in the system. Every now and then we do get one.
That's it?
That and an occasional postcard.
Thank you for helping me and believe in me. Without you, I don't know where I am today. I ask God bless you, Felipe Ramirez.
My gardener.
Well, see you tomorrow.
The Best Defense will continue in a moment here on ABC.
This is Joan London and Barbara Walters. Tomorrow, keeping children's sports in perspective and getting young couch potatoes off the couch this summer.
Caring for the kids on Good Morning America.
Tomorrow here on ABC.
Stay tuned for An Innocent Man on the ABC Monday Night Movie next. Parental discretion is advised.